Guys, it finally happened. Luke has been reunited with his mother. It's been an ongoing and fascinating musing in and out of the Star Wars fandom, but also acknowledged by both parties, that Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and Natalie Portman, Padme Amidala have never met. But all of that changed on Sunday night at the 2024 Golden Globes, which turned into a Skywalker family reunion. A day after the ceremony, Mark Hamill posted a picture of him and Natalie to Twitter that was taken backstage, with the caption, "Now I have finally met my mother thanks to @Golden Globes." Also, it's a nice coming together of the trilogies. You've got Padme representing the prequels, and Luke representing the OT and the sequel trilogy. Mark Hamill, despite never having met her until a couple of nights ago, has always been very praiseworthy of Natalie's performance and contribution to the Star Wars universe. Of course, in the context of the story, Luke and Leia were the twins of Padme and Anakin turned Darth Vader. Padme died giving birth to them at the end of episode 3, and they were separated at birth to protect them from the Emperor and the tyrant, their biological father Darth Vader. Luke was sent to his uncle and aunt on Tatooine, and Leia to the Organos on Alderaan. But as we know, there is one inconsistency that's been bugging Star Wars fans for decades, and it takes place in episode 6. In Return of the Jedi, Leia has some sort of mental recollection of her mother, describing her as kind, but sad, which of course one would assume is kind of impossible. But the recent canon book, The Princess and the Scoundrel, finally provides an answer, confirming a fan theory that Leia was experiencing Force visions. It was her own Force intuition. Just like her brother Luke, she too was powerful in the Force. In the canon book Bloodline, which takes place just before the sequel trilogy, by that point, General Organa has learnt a lot about Padme, about her mother's past. As for Luke, in the expanded universe in the Dark Nest trilogy, in 35 ABY, R2-D2 shows him a series of holograms from the prequel trilogy. On top of some pretty major saga events, he is also shown Anakin and Padme in love, his parents. It's also the very first time Luke sees what his mum Padme looked like. I think it's so wholesome that we as fans get to see this happen IRL. Their respective characters were without a doubt some of the best aspects of their trilogies, and I say that with regards to Padme wholeheartedly. Natalie has said she wants to return to Star Wars if given the opportunity, even though, her character is dead, and many fans are on board, probably some kind of Padme backstory. There is a lot of potential. With regards to Mark Hamill, he's made it clear on several occasions he's probably not coming back to the Star Wars universe, even for the new Jedi Order film, the one about Rey, the Shami no Beit-Shonoi movie. He doesn't seem interested, and in that regards many fans agree, it's probably time to move on from Luke. I still hold on to a bit of hope that we will see Luke in Dave Filoni's Mandalorian movie, but in either case we will always have his original portrayal of Luke. In other related Star Wars news, Natalie Portman was also featured recently on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, when she couldn't even remember famous lines from the Star Wars films she featured in. It's always interesting to see that as Star Wars fans were so invested in every line, every detail from the films and shows. And while these actors like Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, Mark Hamill, they're very connected to the galaxy far, far away, they don't often know the universe as well as we do. Natalie is a gem, Mark Hamill is a gem. Let me know your thoughts down below.